What's good, YouTube? It's your boy One Voice on Silk Top Podcast. Now, today we want to talk about the corporate and famous Richard situation. Let's get into it. Let's check it out.
Like, I heard me for real, like, oh, King, Dad, again, like, somebody in Iraq, for like, a real pioneer and shit, folks, like, a real pioneer, folks. I told him and shit, I was trying to get them to, spread love, on some free family religion type shit, help me with my situation. The nigga told me, though, like, oh, I can't speak upon you on my platform because people know what you got lit for and they trying to go. I'm like, damn, but that was like, I ain't gonna let that shit hurt my heart because folks is one of the reasons why I started doing this. Folks can't damn for that shit bogus as hell. Folks know who he is for that shit fool as hell, gang. Oh, bro.
Damn, bro. So you say they start looking at you like you the ugly duckling around that motherfucker?
Gang, I ain't even gonna lie, I don't sugarcoat nothing, gang. I fuck with corporate phone King. I done reached out to my nigga corporate. He the first nigga to ever give me an opportunity, folks. Like, first thing, my nigga Don Terrio the first nigga that ever really I did a skit with, but like, corporate, I went on corporate and shit. I did like the Chicago Be Like, I think 90, episode 98 or 90 some shit like that, but, and I reached out to bro, man, like, I fuck with bro, like, all content, all this shit aside, like, I fuck with bro was genuinely, like, a stand-up nigga. I fuck with bro in real life. And bro just told me some shit like, damn, gang, like, I'm not even trying to promote you, I'm not even, because it's like your image that you got. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, if you fuck with me, nigga, show love on King David. Shout out Skinbone, though. Skinbone sent me $500 since I've been in jail. Shout out Skinbone, he a real one on King David.
Well, yeah, shout out to corporate too, man. I just say this, bro, in his defense, corporate got a different type of brand. You feel me? Corporate has a huge brand, and there are some situations I'm sure he would probably have to stay away from in order to protect his brand. You know what I mean? Everything not for everybody. You know what I mean? And he got that Black Chicago Be Like. That's one of the.
Man, hold on. King David, how the fuck saying free fame is riches is gonna fuck up your brand, gang? If you seriously fuck with me, folks, like, what type of image I got there, King David? I ain't got no crazy ass image.
I'm saying though, bro, if he got to protect his brand, that's his business, and you can't get mad at it.
See, I feel like I see where famous Richard coming from, and I feel like where DJU coming from. It's just another thing. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be no cent cost to say free somebody. I feel like it shouldn't hurt nobody to say free somebody. And like DJU said, it might be his for his brand or whatever. You can't get mad about it, nothing like that. But it's like, I'm not even mad at you for not sending me no money, man. If you say you for the people, you know what I'm saying? Free this man, you know what I'm saying? Free him.
You still got Skinbone. You still got
Listen, gang, I done hopped on planes for this nigga, okay? Damn, I done hopped on planes, did all type of shit for this nigga, gang, okay? Damn, nigga, like, I done came literally, folks, dropped everything, came out there, did like, come on, I thought we was locked in, folks, King David, like, I was a nigga with a vision, folks. 3-4 years ago, I was just a nigga with a vision, and that nigga corporate gave me a chance, opportunity. I just think, like, you be thinking that you be locked in with niggas, but sometimes, maybe nigga just fuck with you for your, the internet. I don't know, man.
And then on top of that, people acting like he got, arrested for a murder charge, something like that. It's just some little petty crimes he got caught up on, trolling too much, woo. But we all know he out there trying to make a living, man. So don't do the bro. Don't do bro like that though, for real.
I didn't know he got locked up. I didn't know he got locked up. I seen someone make a post about him being locked up. My boy, I forgot my boy name, but he made a post, and that's when I knew bro was locked up. I'm damn. Now, at some point, somebody was working his page, right? Somebody was working his page and trying to get my number. I could tell that it wasn't him at some point, and they was trying to set up something. They was like, send me your number, woo out the bam. I'm just like, nay. I moved his shit from primary to general. Fuck is you talking about? I don't know who the fuck that is. Da 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 da. One day, I get a message from his homie, I think, and he was saying that Famous Richard want to talk to me from, you know what I'm saying, from jail or whatever. I'm still thinking it's somebody finessing, so I just ignore it.
And let's be real, you know, I feel like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they feel like people only mess with them to get clout or to get, you know what I'm saying, some recognition on the internet. And, you know, sometimes that don't be the case, but sometimes it do be the case. You gotta watch people like, you know what I'm saying, they want to build that platform big as it was, you know, at one point in time. So you have to watch them, you know, just keep a lookout for them.
My brand is something that's been being worked on for a decade. My brand is not small. It's not minuscule. I've made myself a certain type of name. And I have a certain type of credibility with the people. I'm not saying that I have all the support of everybody. But the people that fuck with me, they fuck with me. And it has allowed me to have such a voice, and that voice is loud. That voice is loud. And I let them know, if I was to bring this situation to light, what they doing, y'all need to let Famous Richard out. Get him up out of there, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? That will also show like I'm condoning the shit that you be on. All he know is that he want to get out of jail. He doesn't have a reason to think about how that will affect anything that I got going on with me doing what he asked me to do. Why would he care? When you on the other side of that wall, all you know is you trying to get up out of there.
Now, Korporate did say somebody was texting our Famous Richard phone on this account, and it seemed like it wasn't him, so he did not text back. And I kind of get that part. And let's not forget, we even seen Famous Richard say free Yella, and he in a cell. Now, where they do that at? But let's see what's next, though.
I had nothing to do with that. I wasn't even in the same state with you when it happened. As a man, whatever the fuck you do, you got to stand on that shit. And he in the interview talking about, man, if you really fuck with a nigga, you could do. No, I'm not doing anything that don't make sense for me. Nothing. For sure. Because this brand that I have is what allows me to be able to provide a comfortable life for myself and my kids. And I'd be damned if I let anybody get in the way of that. I'm going to tell you that now. For any reason. And motherfuckers that know me in real life know how I'm coming. I didn't bind them motherfuckers out.
I just want to say shout out to Famous Richard and free Famous Richard, and shout out to Korporate. Now, I do want to touch up on that last situation. Like, I don't feel like it's going to hurt anybody to say free anybody. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. In my name, One Voice, if people didn't know, I feel like that's the best name to, you know, represent me and our people now today. Because like Korporate said, I got a voice and it's loud. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be heard. So I just feel like at the end of the day, something don't cost you nothing. Saying like, it shouldn't hurt you to say free someone. But like, I understand what he's saying about his brand and everything like that. But like, if you can't say free the people you rocking with, most definitely, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the best, you know what I'm saying, deal to be with, you know what I'm saying? Because no matter how big I get in this YouTube space or how big I get in life, it really doesn't matter. Like, I would never feel too big, you know what I'm saying? Not saying Korporate feel like he's too big, not saying that, but I would never feel like I would be too big to say free someone, you know what I'm saying? No matter what's going on, because if anybody in a deal with me anyway, they got to know him, 85-15, something like that, you know what I'm saying? And I have all to say so, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm doing my thing for the brand I'm doing it for, like, I had all to say so, but I don't even plan on signing no deal or nothing like that. So I'm just saying, like, I have all to say so, you know, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like Corbin said, you a man and you should be responsible and take accountability for your actions as a man and what you did. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I understand that what Corbin's saying, but I just feel like, you know, he ain't really do nothing like far as uprate the saying, you know what I'm saying, you didn't help him, like saying like if he would have caught a murder charge, then he would have called you and say, man, my bun $1 million, I need you to put woo, you know what I'm saying? I feel Famous Richard, he just asked for a free him, you know what I'm saying? That's all he asked for, you know what I'm saying? You know, Skinbone, shout out to him, he said he sent him $500, that's love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that's in big rooms, stuff like that, I feel like they be gatekeeping, like, I know what it feels like when somebody gatekeeping and they can help you with your situation, but they try to down shame you in the situation you in when they know they can just say, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? We know he worth it, which everybody's worth it. But some people, you know, just don't want to get right because they don't want to get right. But like, we know he worth it. You know, let's get him out and put him, you know what I'm saying, on the grind list. You know what I'm saying? That's all we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? But like, people real deal be gatekeeping nowadays, and I be seeing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have people down talking to me every day about my prices on this podcast, stuff like that, but like, either you respect it or you don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna beg you to get no interview. But like I said, not to get off topic, man, I appreciate everybody who been showing love to this channel, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment on how you feel about the Korporate and Famous Richard situation. I appreciate all y'all. Excuse me. I appreciate all y'all for the love and support. Until next time, peace.